Hello everybody, it is Michael, and this is the final high school vlog. And this is going to be kind of very sad for me because I've been doing these for for 4 years, basically. And I'm just gonna say 4 years. It's been a crazy ride, and it's a project that I've actually been able to finish. This is the first thing that I've ever been able to start for myself and just continue going the entire time without getting, without just stop working on it and just that project was stupid, I'm just gonna stop working on it because whatever. I finished it, you know. It's a thing and it's in my past and I have worked on it for 4 years and this is a complete story now. So yeah, let's go. This past weekend I graduated high school. That isn't that insane? So, as for my usual high school year finales, or semester finales, I'm just going to go throughout my entire classes and just kind of give my thoughts on them. So this year, I'm just going to go through all of them right now, just because. So last semester, my first class in the day was Bible, and that remained the same all year. And Bible class, or senior project class, was what it technically was, but it just kind of ended up also being a Bible class. I enjoyed it. It was a good class, but it's just a lot of the things that our teacher was teaching us, especially on the Fridays, where we were talking about the manhood stuff. I didn't necessarily agree with it because it kind of put guys above girls, as in men above women above oh, that's just it. It's no, we're equal, you know, no, you're not, no, we're not above them, whatever, but, I mean, we're equals. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's how it is. But other than that, the class, I enjoyed it. It was a good morning class because it wasn't the most stressful of classes. It's not like I woke up and it's oh my goodness, I have to go to that class. It was okay, I could ease into the day. And for the most part this year, I didn't really have very stressful classes. After that, I had Fit for Life for the first semester, and I didn't have anything for the second semester. I thought this was a full year course, and it was not. But for the first semester, Fit for Life, I thought it was great, you know. I was scared that it would just be PE, but it was a lot more chill than that. It ended up basically just being a study hall. But I got to hang out with my friends because some of my friends were in that class, and it's oh, hello friends. We are all in this class together, and it is fun, and I can talk to them. And without it, I don't know. It's just this school year has done lots for my socialness. It's I don't know. Without this year, I feel this year has been a big year of growth and self-discovery for me. Throughout this year for Fit for Life. So yeah, every once in a while we'd actually go out and take a lap around the school, which I really enjoyed. But then after that, I went to what was after that? Math. It's been like that all year. Why am I blanking on this? Math. I enjoyed math this year. It wasn't incredibly stressful. I was actually getting the concepts. So good job on math for doing that. I also loved my teacher, and she was great. So thanks to her. Then after that, Modern British Literature. Oh, not today in Modern British Literature. Modern British Literature as a whole. This year in Modern British Literature, I thought it was a great class. Sometimes the class students itself got annoying, but they did that in every class because that's just how it is when you're with people every single day for 9 to 10 months. People get annoying sometimes. It's unavoidable. So yeah, I'm not going to take that from the class because it just kind of enhanced it. With the days when everyone was great, it was oh, awesome. So Modern British Literature, Chronicles of Narnia was the first half of the year, and Chronicles of Narnia, it was an okay series. I can look back at it and be I'm glad I read these. I don't mind the fact that we spent so long on them. But thinking about Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter way much more, and I kind of wish that we spent a little bit longer on it because for a lot of the days it felt like we were rushing through it, and I just kind of I thought it would be more of a discussion-y class instead of just a recap-y class, Because there were lots of days where it was a discussion, and we were like looking in depth about what the characters' names meant and why she chose particular wordings and names and foreshadowing and stuff, but it ended up just being a lot of recaps, and so it was a little different, but I still loved the class. I still loved it so much. I'm still so 110% glad that I actually took that class, and that it actually was an option for me in this year. So, thank you, teacher. Thanks so much for, like, having that as a class, and friends are in that class too, so that's always a plus. Like, all of my friends in school were in this class, so it's, like, awesome. Love you guys so much. Then, after that, the first semester, I had chemistry after this. And chemistry was not my favorite class. Not because I don't like it, it's just I was very bad at it, and it just ended up stressing me out a lot. Like, a lot. And so I just had so much stress build up from it, and there were some days where I was just like, I didn't understand anything, and I was just like about to cry in class, and I was like, I just cannot understand this. So, yeah, it was kind of nice getting that class out of the way for semester number 2. But I enjoyed the class, I love the teacher, it's just the material didn't, you know, enter my brain the way that it does for some other classes. But, like, I love the students in the class, I loved listening to their conversations, just, you know, that sounds like it's eavesdropping. It's not really eavesdropping because they were very loud, and, like, anybody could kind of enter. It was like a class conversation, you know? But yeah, they were very funny. The students in that class were very entertaining and enjoyable to listen to. So chemistry, yeah, is an okay class. After that, lunch, all year, lunch. It was lunch. For the first few months, I hung out with one of my friends, but he had a lot of other friends that he was talking to, and so a lot of the time I just didn't even really get to do anything during lunch. I just kind of sat there, listening to everybody else talk about things that I'm not really that interested in, so it didn't really, like, capture me the way it captured them, which, I mean, that's fine for them. That's not a bad thing. I'm not going to hate on them for that, because that's like if I talk to one of my friends about something I'm interested in, I'm not going to make sure every single person in the area is like, okay, do you guys all like this? Is this okay? Can I talk about XYZ? You know, it's just different tastes. But then, like, some of my other friends invited me to start hanging out with them, and that's when, like, lunch, like, really elevated to another level, because it's like we have the same sense of humor, and there's less people, so it's like we could have more personal conversations and topics and stuff without having to worry about everybody in lunch, like, trying to eavesdrop or listen or, you know, make fun of it and stuff. So, yeah, after that, lunch, like, elevated to the point where after school, or, like, the next semester, even when I didn't have any classes, I came back to school literally just to not even eat lunch, just to talk to my friends for that 40 minutes. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for inviting me over to talk. It was, like, so lovely, and I love you guys a lot. It's like, heart, word, heart, Hollywood, gang. Love you guys. Then for my first semester, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I had psychology, and psychology was a class that I really, really enjoyed. Not only was I, like, interested in this stuff, especially, like, trying to analyze characters, and I know this is, like, the stupidest reason ever to take the class, but I took the class because I was like, I like analyzing characters, and I kind of, like, want to be better at that, so I'm going to learn how actual people act, so I can learn how to analyze fictional characters better, because that's how there's Michael. So, yeah, that's why I took the class. At the beginning of the year, she asked everyone why they took the class, and that is what I said. So, yeah. But that class, we didn't have it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that was nice, because it means that I got to leave early on those days. And a lot of the time we got finished with our work early, and we were ahead of our schedule, so we had a lot of free time at the end of class where she just let us out. And I just hung out with my friends during that last time, because that really helped, like, solidify friendships, you know? Like, I don't know how close I would be with some of these people if I didn't, like, I would be close to them, but I feel like this, like, really helped me feel like I fit in, you know? It just, my feelings, okay? I have lots of feelings and emotions. So yeah, like, I missed that teacher because she, like, middle of the year, she left, because they just moved, so she was gone, and I miss her because I liked seeing her in the hallway and just like waiting to her and be like, hey, thanks for teaching us all that stuff in psychology. You know, it's just, you know, I don't know. I like her and she's gone, and so it's like, oh well. Then after that was the second semester, and so I didn't have anything last period, so instead of just having Tuesdays and Thursdays without anything, I had Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays without anything after lunch. So that was really nice, because man, I have half days for the year, for the remainder of the year, which was obviously awesome. Then I had Bible was the same, Fit for Life was different, but only because it was only half a year class and I didn't have any classes just for the second half. So it was a study hall, free period, whatever you want to call it. I hung out with my friends a lot during that, and yeah, I just hung out with my friends a lot this year, and I guess that's kind of what senior year is about, especially because this is the first year that I had like multiple friends who all like wanted to talk to me and stuff instead of just, oh, hi Michael, we're gonna go away for a while and you're not gonna know where we are, but oh well. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna at anybody, but he might be watching this. I love you still. Just, I don't know, you just kind of disappeared during lunch last year. Like, what the heck was that about? Yeah, my friends this year were amazing and great, and I love them all. I love them all so, so much. Then after that, math was the same, modern British literature was the same. The only other class that we had, the only class that I had that was different was economics, which was very relaxing. Like, I didn't learn a thing in that class. I cannot remember anything that he taught us in that class, because most of the time he just was working on other things and just let us do whatever, and so we had lots of free days, lots of Monopoly, as you guys know, lots of Uno there at the end, just lots of hanging out, lots of finishing other classes' work in that class so I could actually, you know, not do homework for a million hours at home. It was the hardest class that I had this year was probably either Bible or modern British literature. Bible only because we had the projects that was due at the end of the year. Outside of that, super easy class. Modern British literature only because we had to read every night. But it was like Harry Potter, so I enjoyed the reading, so it wasn't that hard. It was just the most time consuming because it took, half an hour to read a few chapters this night. Oh, that's so much work. And math was so easy that I got all the work done like mostly every day in class, especially because I was like the only person in that class to actually work. So I actually got everything done while everybody else was complaining and talking about how much work they had when they weren't even listening, and they never even did the homework, so I don't really know why they were complaining. But yes, those are all my classes, and this school year I'm trying to figure out if like junior year or senior year was better. I feel like senior year was better overall, but junior year led to some like things that made senior year better. It's like, hey, is Toy Story or Toy Story 3 better? It's like Toy Story is the reason that Toy Story 2 and 3 exists, and it's also like started so much animation stuff. But Toy Story 3 is like kind of better. So like, you know, I don't know. It's like that. So I don't know. I like them both. Junior and senior year were both very good, like puzzle pieces that fit into each other. Freshman year, there are so many parallels to freshman year in my senior year. It's kind of crazy because I feel like this high school thing that I am in is like a Truman Show where it was like some script, because I feel like there are so many things that happened throughout my first 3 years, especially my freshman year, that kind of like got tied up, you know, like a bunch of loose ends that got tied up in my senior year. It feels an awful lot like a finale year, like a series finale year. So yeah, like a final season. So yeah, maybe that's because I love looking at my life through the lens of like a TV show, or I don't know, maybe this has made me help feel like I've been through a TV show. I don't know. But yeah, that is senior year. I'm just gonna say it's my favorite one just because I feel like if I don't, like, it's technically better. Junior year kind of set up a bunch of stuff for this year. And a lot of firsts happen in junior year. Like, I met a lot of my friends for the first time, and they are like, why this year is so good. But yeah, that's my years. Senior year's the best because I'm not just saying that because I feel like if I don't say if I say any of the other years, I'll just look like senior year was a depressing mess. It wasn't. I cried a lot, but it was still great. Storks came out during my senior year. How bad could it have been? Then, this last weekend was graduation. This is like the graduation episode, basically. Oh my goodness, graduation was like crazy. Like, it's all a blur. There were so many people from last year that graduated that I got to see again, and that was fun. There were so many people that I don't like really talk to a lot that I kind of like said goodbye to and like, you know, shook their hand and just, you know, said goodbye to, and it was so emotional, but like everything was happening so fast that I couldn't really process it. So yeah, like when they called my name and I walked up on stage, the only thing I was worried about was like for rehearsal, our teacher was like, shake with your right hand, pick up your diploma with your left hand. And so when I was like walking on stage, I forgot, and I was like, okay, which hand? Which hand is it? And so I was just kind of like freaking out, like I was like walking over. It felt like slow motion, but it also felt like it was going super fast, and I like kind of like, you know, reached out both hands like just to see which hand he held out for me to shake his hand, and like, you know, he held the diploma and then he like held up his like hand so I could be like, okay, it's the right hand. Shake hand, pick up diploma, walk over. That's it. I have graduated. Now I just have to wait for the ceremony to be over. I'm a high school graduate. I am no longer a high school student. This school that I have been at for 10 years, it's no longer my school. It is a place that I attended, past tense. And that's just something that I still haven't really been able to grasp that. And I feel like I'm not really going to be able to grasp that until the next school year starts, and it's not at this school. So it's been kind of my home for so long. It's kind of crazy. I've grown up with these people. It's crazy. Like, I've grown up with these people. I'm not going to see most of them ever again. That is that story. So yeah, it's really emotional. And two of my best friends that I met through Twitter, through online, through Inanimate Insanity, got to come out to all the way down here to my home, and they got to visit my graduation, which is another thing that I feel like is tied up from my freshman year. During my freshman year, I had a really lonely period, and I made a Twitter account just to talk to other Professor Layton fans, because that's when the final game came out, like February of my freshman year. So I made it like late February, and I didn't actually really start using it until early March. And I met them through it, and they actually came to my graduation, and this year has just been amazing. Really, that's what I have to say about it. And I hope that if you guys are going into high school, or if you guys are in high school, it's gonna be great. You're gonna survive it, and if you're out of high school, then hey, you have so much life left to live. I don't know what I'm gonna do for college or anything video-wise, but I hope you guys will continue following my adventures and stuff through my videos, especially because these videos are going to be so late. Like, this is probably going out in July, and that's going to be really funny when it comes out in like September, but whatever. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a part of my high school life, my high school career, and thank you for watching my high school vlogs. That is embarrassing. That is, I ran out of footage on my camera, so this outro, I feel like I have to do it all over again, because I don't want to just cut it and be like, oh my, you know, I feel like I need to say it from the heart again. Thank you guys. This is my high school career, all on vlog form. Thank you guys so much. So much. For any of you who watched one episode, or who watched every single episode, or this is the first episode, thanks for making the finale. The finale is probably going to have a bit more views than the other ones, so thank you for those guys who made that the reason, who made that the case. And just thank you guys for being a part of my life, my high school career. Just thank you guys so much for being there. And I will see you guys some other time in the future. I'm definitely going to be making videos because I had so much fun. I just have so much fun making them, and I don't know what I'm gonna make them about. Probably a bunch of Nintendo stuff, maybe some movie reviews, TV show stuff. I have no idea. I have no plans for this. I have a few ideas, but I have no idea when/if I will ever do them because I don't know how to. But I'll do my best. You know, that's what I can say. I'll do my best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to the teachers and stuff that nominated me for the Hollywood trip. Last year and this year, they've both been amazing, and I made friends through them, and like people that I still talk to every day for the last year because of one of the trips. So thank you guys to anyone. Thanks to anyone who has been a part of my high school career, because like I know I didn't necessarily do a lot, you know, like I wasn't like the most talented ever person, but I still would not change my high school years for anything, because I think that they're so important to me in my self-discovery of myself. Yeah, that's what self means, Michael. Good job for saying it twice. And just, I think it's an accurate representation of me, and I cannot wait to see the future where it holds. I am scared, I am frightened, and I cannot wait for it. See you guys later for some other future thing. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching any of the other high school videos. Even if you haven't watched any of the high school videos, or if you've seen any other of my videos, thanks for watching those. Thanks for watching this one if this is the first video of mine that you've ever seen. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you guys for being a part of my high school career. See you guys in the future for some future stuff. See you guys then. Goodbye. Thank you all for watching. I love you all a lot. I'm gonna say it again because I feel like that didn't really hit home enough. Goodbye guys. Thanks for watching. I love you. High school, day 1.
I decided to get grape because I like grape.
And then the new design. I got Pokemon. Well, not really. Quite fast.
Life began after school.
Perfect, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes. He's missing an S.
That's the best movie I've seen all year, and I was like, what a statement.
I would say goodbye, but I already said it and I don't want to drag it on too long. So, yes.